We got Henry Corrales back here on the program. He's going to be taking on Andy Main at Bellator 208 on October 13th. Henry, how are you this morning, man?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me, James.
No problem. It's good to catch up with you again. What is on the agenda for Friday? I know some fighters towards the end of the week, they like to get a little bit of rest. What's on the agenda today for you?
Yeah, today I'm gonna go get a little haircut now. I just got done just doing some reading. Had a nice little smoothie, and then after I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do a little maintenance work with my strength and conditioning guy, and then we're gonna open up the lungs with my striking coach, Eddie Cha. Really blast the mitts, and then finish off with some core and a nice long stretch.
That sounds like a pretty awesome day, and you even got the reading in this morning, so you're getting some, some book stuff too, which is awesome. It's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. This fight, of course, is in October, like I mentioned at the top, and you last fought in January. Has it just been difficult getting a fight, or did you want this much time off?
Um, Damn, yeah, it went by pretty fast. But yeah, I was trying to get on some cards, and things didn't work out. But here we are, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, and of course you're coming off a big win, another big win, I should say. You've been on a roll lately. You get that unanimous decision over Georgi Karakhanyan at Bellator 193. I know you would have liked the finish, but you must have been pretty happy with your performance, taking out a pretty notable guy in Georgi.
Yeah, it was good. I won all 3 rounds, and I didn't take any damage at all, and just felt really good in there to move around with him. He's a high quality dude, and it was a good time.
And you must be pretty happy too, just with the fact that you are racking up these wins. I think people are really seeing the true talent level there. Because I know, when you first got to Bellator, you had a couple setbacks, but are you kind of in a good spot now, feeling like you got some momentum going?
Yeah, I definitely got my shit together at the MMA lab. I lost a couple fights, and then I'm 3-0 since I've been with the MMA lab. So, everything's just on the rise for me.
And you're taking on Andy Main here, and he's obviously got a great record here, 12-3-1. He's in Shudo, he was on the Ultimate Fighter. He's also a pretty notable guy, but you're a little bit surprised to get this matchup. I figured you were going to get someone, a little bit more notable in Bellator, because of course Main is a newcomer.
Yeah, dude, Maine has some serious grappling credentials, and he's legit black belt. But dude, I was just itching to get on this card. Benson Henderson, my teammate's fighting on this card. So for months now, I knew he was gonna fight on the card. So I was just scratching and clawing and begging, like, dude, please throw me on this card. So honestly, dude, like I didn't even blink an eye at the name. It just didn't matter to me. I was like, dude, get me on this card. I don't care who it is. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about Main. As far as your skill set versus his, how do you feel like you match up against him?
It's pretty good. My head coach, John Crouch, knows a lot about him. I guess they've trained together. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. It's gonna be kind of I have a jiu-jitsu base, but I definitely want to keep the fight standing and throw some heat. So we'll see if it's gonna be a clash of styles. But he's long and he's rangy, so I'm thinking he's gonna get in there and try and throw it too. So we'll see.
And you talked about your teammate Benson Henderson being on this card. Who have been some of your other main training partners? A lot of guys at the lab actually have fights coming up. I know Sean O'Malley is going to be fighting next week. Who are some of the guys you've been working with a little bit more than others?
Yeah, Hot Sauce, Scotty Holtzman. He's also fighting next week on the Connor card. We got a bunch of other guys. We got Johnny, my boy Johnny Case. He's fought in the UFC. He's fighting
PFL.
for
Yeah, he's fighting
PFL.
PFL. Yeah.
Yeah, that same night, and then me and Benson that same night. My buddy Jack England in England, he's fighting. Uh, Jared Cornier, the Killer Gorilla, he's also fighting in a couple weeks. Like, dude, our whole team, like, there's just a lot of serious training going down right now there.
How about the weight cut? How's that going ahead of this matchup in a few weeks?
Oh, it's good, dude. I woke up in the 50s today, which is like super
Nice.
high
That's
for me.
always
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I just looked back on my journal from my last camp, and I'm a half pound ahead of schedule, so I'm pretty excited about that. And my last weight cut was the easiest weight cut. I actually cut to 43 on accident, dude. So I won't do that this time.
No, for sure. With all your teammates fighting, who's going to be in your corner for this fight?
To me, Coach Crouch, Eddie Shaw, and James Nakashima. James Nakashima is the LFA
Oh,
welterweight
I
champ.
know James quite well. He should have been in the UFC a couple fights ago. I don't know what this guy has to do. I know part of it, I'm sure, is because he's gone to decision, but he has taken out some really tough competition. That win over Kyle Stewart in his last fight, very impressive.
Dude, Kyle Stewart's at the MMA lab too now.
Is he
he's cool.
really? Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
Sorry, I just kind of marked out there, but that's super cool because obviously Kyle's quite the talent as well in the room. He just has the one loss to James.
Yeah, Kyle's a stud, man. He's a good dude.
Cool. How do you see this fight playing out on October 13th? We know that he's a ground guy. You're sort of an overall guy. How do you see this playing out?
Dude, like I was saying earlier, dude, I was chomping and scratching and clawing my way to get on this card, because I really want to fight. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in there and fucking fight, dude. I'm going to bring the heat. I'm conditioned. I'm in shape. It's not looking good for this guy, to be honest with you.
Okay. I like the confidence heading into this one. What's next after this? I mean, if you go out there and get another win, they can't deny you a top opponent at this point because that'll push your record to 16-3.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Bellator is going back to the Forum in Los Angeles, my hometown, in January, and I'm always a big draw there, so it'd be cool to get back on that card. And again, whoever, whenever. I literally don't have fucking control over who I fight.
Right, yeah.
I'm not even gonna waste my time, my energy. I only got so much of this shit throughout the day, and I'm not gonna waste it on fucking, of course I'm gonna hope for, certain things, but I'm not gonna, waste my energy thinking about that type of stuff.
Okay, I like that. Before I let you go here, we talked about it off the top. What are some good books that you would recommend to my listeners? You're always up on the reading and everything. What's something you're reading right now?
Dude, I'm reading right now. It's some heavy heat. It's called The One Thing, The Surprising Simple Truth Behind Extraordinary Results by Gary Keller. And then I also just read a highly recommended book by George St. Pierre's coach. It's called The Winning Mind.
Hobby, yep.
Yeah, it's called The Winning Mind. That one's solid too. I'm about to read it again after I'm done with this one. So yeah, those are my two recent books that are just super highly recommended if anybody's interested.
We got to do like a book club here or something, like a Henry Corrales book club, so people can stay on top because those both sound super interesting. I'd even like to check those out.
Oh, they're sick, dude. If you want to try to be a high performer, I have if you can find me on the Goodreads app, and I have all my books on there and stuff.
Oh, do you? Okay, I'll have to check. I didn't even know such an app existed. Is that like
cool.
Is that like a Spotify thing where it like has your playlist but for books?
Dude, it has all the books you've read, all the books you want to read, and your ratings on every single book that you've read. And your reviews and all that stuff. It's super cool.
If this fighting thing doesn't work out, man, you could definitely work as as someone working at like Indigo or Chapters or something. I don't know what bookstores they have. I guess what's the big bookstore in the States?
I guess it's Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Noble. There you go. Yeah, I'm missing that one. So good stuff, man. Well, in the meantime, we got to check out this fight, Bellator 208, October 13th. Henry, always a pleasure, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours, man.
Sweet. Yeah, check me out on Instagram. That's, I guess, where I'm most active at, Henry Corrales MMA. And just thank my main sponsors, Dreamscapes, Horty Control, Help You Save Insurance, Kingston Coffee, and you'll see the other ones on social media.
What's up, fight fans? If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to see even more interviews with your favorite UFC and Bellator fighters. We've also got coverage at events, including post-fight press conferences and media scrums. And if you like this video, check out the video to my right. It's worth your time.